Today we're in January of 2022 and we're looking to the future and we're going to look at our most anticipated games of 2023. These are the games that I am looking forward to playing the most. Now keep in mind, if it's a little small box game, it's hard to have the anticipation. You see the big game with the miniatures or a Euro with the big name designer attached to it, you tend to be a little bit more excited about those. I think that's human nature. And then some games will just bust through and surprise you greatly. And probably your favorite game of the year might be something you never even heard of at this point in the year. So let's jump right in. We'll take a look and see what our most anticipated games of 2023 are. At number 10, we're going to talk about an expansion. What we're going to talk about is Cthulhu Death May Die. This is a gaming system. I was kind of on a roll of just buying a lot of Kickstarters. CMON games were something that was almost an insta-buy to me. And I went ahead and bid on Death May Die. And it ended up being fantastic. And one of my favorite games of the year. And when my wife and I sat through, we played through all of Season 1. And I wasn't really anticipating more content for it, which I'm happy to see, and I'm anticipating it greatly right now. So I am ecstatic and over the moon to see more of this. Now, why is it so low? Probably is my most anticipated, but I kind of know I already like the system. I know I like it. I feel like an expansion is cheating a little bit, but that's what we're going to have here. We're going to have the expansion for Death May Die. This is one, if you don't have the Season 1 stuff, jump in and grab it. This is an excellent, excellent game. I'm going to cheat a little bit here at number 9. I'm going to include a couple of games because I just kind of want to mention them because I am really excited about them. And these are the games I'm going to call reprints. And number 9, you're going to have Marvel Zombicide. Now, I did not get the standee version. I've been waiting on the miniatures version, and I've been hearing some really good things about that. Now, I really do like Zombicide, and I really do like Marvel. I think I can get my daughter to play this game with me. So Marvel Zombicide is something I am really, really excited about. In the reprint world here at number 9, also Santa's Workshop. I really, really like the first edition. I consider it probably the best Christmas game ever released, but it still has some problems. I'm hoping they fix those in the second edition enough that I liked the game enough, and it had a little bit of issues that I was willing to go ahead and jump in on the second edition, and I'm hoping they fix some of those things. And I talked about that in my review of Santa's Workshop. And the last reprint that I'm really super excited about is Thunderoad Vendetta. Now, this is more of a reworking. Thunderoad is one of my favorite games, and my son has friends over. He has a particular friend who just adores this game. It's very easy to get to the game on the table and to play, and I'm really, really looking to see what restorations games can do with the reprints. This is one I am very excited about and waiting for my Kickstarter version. So those are my 9. These are my reprints. They feel a little bit cheating. I've done expansion. I've done a reprint. Now let's get into some new games that I don't know a whole lot about. At number 8 is Slay the Spire, the board game. Now, this is one that my son and I play Slay the Spire quite a bit. My son plays it a lot, watches videos, and has gotten to be very, very good at the game. I'm a little worried about what the board game translation can be, but this is one that he is really excited about, and he's kind of got me wrapped up in it too. I love IP games. You probably know that about me. I do really like this app. It's one that we have played a lot. So we're very, very excited about seeing what they can do in the board game realm. And I hope they're able to successfully take it from the app to the board game. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm pumped for it. Number 7 is Age of Comics. So this is when I just got the Pledge Manager in, and hopefully mine will be produced and sent to me pretty soon. Now, I really like Comic Hunters, and I kind of like these kind of games about building in the office, and in this case, you're building comics, and it has worker placement in it. There's a few things I like going on. It's a Golden Age. I think it has a really neat look to it. When I see that board, I get a little worried about it. I've had some of these, like Villainy, where it's like a subject matter I like, and they just kind of lose it on me. I don't know much about this game. Obviously, I haven't played it yet because it hasn't been delivered, but it is one that I am excited about. It's one of the ones I am kickstarting, and I'm hoping to get it soon so we can dive into this. A bit more of a Euro feel, a Euro game where you normally wouldn't see a Euro game in the comic book world. So this is really exciting for us, and it is one we are totally, totally excited to see. At number 6 is Legacy of You. Now, I really do like solo board gaming. It's nice when the kids go to bed, we have some private time. I'm able to put a board game out and play it rather quickly. Shem Phillips is one of, if not my favorite designer. Everything he puts out just seems to be fantastic. and a solo experience that I can go through this campaign and play is very enticing to me. The theme holds it back a little bit for me. I'm not as much into the Far East theme as other people may be. That holds it back a little bit, but with the designer name, the solo only, and the look and gameplay that this game promises to bring, this is one that I am anticipating a lot. This could easily have been higher on the list, but Legacy of You is one that I am 100% going to put on my table and play through the whole thing. Number 5 is The Dark Quarter. Now, I understand this is a kind of a remaking adult themed of Destinies. I have Destinies, haven't got to play it yet. I'm excited to play it. But this theme is much more interesting to me than Destinies, which means I need to get Destinies to the table first. Because if I play this second, I'm likely not to like that one as much. So this game is going to take more of an adult theme. It's going to utilize the app quite a bit, which I like apps being integrated into games. I think it adds a lot to it. And the characters and the story that this one promises is when it seems to be right up my alley with a little bit more of a horror theme to it. This is one that I'm going to get to the table the first day it comes in, and I am pumped for this one to get to my table. Number 4 is going to be a tie. I'm going to call this the horror-themed games. You're going to have Harrow County, the gothic game, where it's asymmetrical. Everybody's going to be trying to do something else, and it plays out like kind of a combat game. The theme is something that I'm really, really into. The gameplay kind of holds it back a little bit for me. In this, number 4 is going to be Dreadful Meadows, which looks like a family game with a horror theme to it. I love the artwork in that game. So I kind of wish that these two games were almost combined a little bit, but I'm excited to get both and try them out. Probably Dreadful Meadows a little bit more, but with the horror theme, I think that's what's bringing me into both of these games. So I kind of put them together depending on which one is going to play out. And this might be one I do a side-by-side comparison with and say which one ended up being a better game, because I am excited about both of these in the same year. Number 3 is Maple Valley. Now, I've liked everything from this board game company. Everything they're putting out is just top of the line. This one happens to be in the Creature Comforts universe, but it looks to be like a smaller game. Nevertheless, I'm pumped for it. I'm going to make my family play this through, and it'll probably end up being something that they absolutely love. Like Creature Comforts is one of our favorite ones. This will be like a side piece of that. I think it'll work out really well. If it was a more grandiose game, I think it might have hit number 1, because a little bit of a smaller package, and it's already in a IP or Creature Comforts that we like, that universe, then I think that this one kind of comes with a built-in anticipation and expectations, if you will. But that'll be my number 3. Looking forward to in 2023. Number 2 is Zoo Tycoon, the board game. Now, first of all, the board game or the video game was great. Everybody likes Zoo Tycoon. It was one of the classic games. To get a board game on that is enough to build anticipation. Now, when you put on top of it the meeples that you're getting with this and the look of the game, I mean, it just adds into what you're going to have. I think it's pulled down a little bit by how good Ark Nova is. I feel like I got a really, really great zoo game. Can this live up to it? And it's got big shoes to fill at this point because Ark Nova is such a fantastic game, and I don't know that it can do so. It has that sandbox feel to it. It's kind of what we're looking for from Zoo Tycoon. Will it have that? I don't know. But it is one I'm looking forward to. I think if Ark Nova had not been released, this would have been my number 1 game. Because I've already kind of scratched that itch with Ark Nova, it kind of brings it down a little bit. Hopefully tempering expectations to this for something that we can really, really enjoy. So Zoo Tycoon, the board game. And number 1 game I'm looking forward to in 2023 is Escape from New York. Now, this has Kevin Wilson attached to it, who's one of the best game designers. You have a really cool IP, which is something that I'm into, and it looks to be a promising game. Now, I was really looking forward to They Live at one point, and I finally got delivered, and it's a fairly good game, a little more convoluted than I wanted it to be, so my fingers are crossed with Escape from New York. This could be a great IP to see on a board game, one I could get a lot of gameplay out of, could bring people into, and it's one that I'm really, really looking forward to. So, thanks for watching my list of top 10-ish games I'm looking forward to in 2023. At the end of the year, I'll go back over what I thought about these games, if they were delivered, did I play them, did I like them, how do I feel about them. But until then, we'll be putting up more videos for you to watch, and thanks for joining us today.